Hi guys, we're at another episode of Lisa and Kim Explore, and we're actually going to talk today about not the actual exploring, but how you save your memories.
Because it's important to remember what we've explored.
Yes, it is very important.
Because at our age, it's just not always in there anymore.
Yeah, one day might be too much time between when it happened. So we want to talk about how we save our memories and kind of maybe just give you some tips or ideas, or actually just put it in the back of your mind that it's important to.
Yeah, I think it's, it's kind of I think there's lots of people out there that scrapbook or frame their photos, but then there's some people out there that I've got 7,000 photos and 42 videos on my camera because this is what we all live with now. And what are you going to do with them? What are some of your options?
I think that we are the most photograph.
Just on your camera?
I think it's on my camera.
Okay.
So.
Do you have a crack on my cheek?
It's a new wrinkle.
Keep going. I digress.
It is on my phone. It's not a deep-seated thing we need Botox for. But
What's this?
I think we're the most photographed we've ever been in our cultural time.
Absolutely.
And yet, I think, I look at my kids and I think, they don't have, what are they doing with them? They probably have 20,000 photos on their iPhones of things they've done.
Well, we would like for them to have 20,000. They probably only have 200, but they still are taking photos.
They are.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you see kids everywhere taking their selfies and doing that. So we want to talk about when you go exploring, to start thinking about how you save those memories. And so we're going to go old school for a second. And if you're old like we are, over the age of 50, we've all seen a beautiful old yellowing.
It's even puffy.
It is, like the yellowing photo album. I think if you actually go to CVS now and print out a photo, they actually almost don't know what to do. Do you see what this is, by the way?
I know. What is that? I'm intrigued. This is why I love photos.
This is New York City in high school.
Oh,
Look.
my gosh.
Yeah.
The Macy's parade?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So really old school, 1985.
4.
Yeah, in
5, maybe? I don't know.
Stacy, Carla. Yeah. So super, super fun. Old photos. So this is what we did. We peeled and sticked and, dropped our film off, and we all had them. And then what did we do with them? We put them in photo albums, and that was all great. And a lot of moms were the ones responsible for keeping those memories. And we are.
And grandmas.
Yeah.
For me, it was my grandma. She had all the photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think that's what we're talking about. Sometimes it does become our job as the matriarchs in the family to hold the memories.
Yep, the traditions.
The traditions. I know we were just talking about that. We're going to have an episode on traditions. But what do we do to keep our memories? And so, yes, you can still print out your photos, but, you got to get them off your phone.
Yep.
Right?
Right, absolutely.
How
do you do that?
Honest to God, I tried to do it at Walmart. Have you done that?
No, I haven't taken it to a CVS or a Rite Aid or a Walgreens.
No, and they're not even
anywhere.
good when you do them, by the way. They print all wackadoo because the screen size is different from a 4x6 now.
Yeah.
So it's challenging now. So that being said, we don't use these kind of photo albums anymore.
No.
Both Lisa and I like to do what?
Digital scrap.
We do like to digital scrap. And so, this is a memory. Lisa and our husbands, we went to Morocco. And so we create look at that. Us all 4 in the car.
I'm not sure I've seen the Morocco one.
Yes, you have.
Yes,
So we have created an entire memory of that trip.
So I'm going to digress because that's apparently what my focus is today. I just am constantly not going to pay attention and get squirreled out. So one of my favorite things to do, the selfie, right? We are in the age of the selfie.
Right.
And it started a while ago. Actually, it's because of Kim's brother I started this. So I don't know if you can see this one in particular here in the corner. Most of my selfies, I capture a part of my head.
Well, no, look at this is just half your head too, because this is in Istanbul.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of your face for a selfie.
This isn't Morocco. This is Istanbul.
Oh, it's not Morocco. It is. Sorry, I grabbed Istanbul.
I was like,
I'm like,
not
Morocco.
Pictures.
By the way,
because I've never seen these.
No, I love that we actually can have that conversation though, too. That is the
yeah.
wrong goddamn country.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a whole page. Look at this.
Yes.
I did a whole page of selfies.
So I am of the actual thought that photos aren't going to get better of me. I'm not going to take a better photo of me. My third chin is going to show up. My my forehead is going to be wrinkly. It is what it is, but it's the moment.
It is the moment. And you know what? I had a lovely gentleman one time. My son plays travel hockey, or did. He's old now. But I was with him at a tournament, and this lovely older gentleman who was clearly a grandpa to one of the kids on the team, I was taking pictures of Tristan against the wall. It was a team he didn't normally play on. He got asked to play on that team. And I was taking pictures of him to kind of, put in a scrapbook or remember. And the gentleman said to me, get in the picture. And I was like, I didn't know him. And he's like, get in the picture because he's going to want a memory of you.
Oh, so cute.
I know. A little teary about that.
We'd like to think they would like to have a memory of
But they
us.
will. Like, what do we look like?
Someday.
And I'm like, my
Someday.
hair's not done. And he goes, he doesn't care. It's what you look like right now. I was like, I love you. So cute. So cute.
Yeah, I was going with the whole thing of like, it's not going to get any better.
No,
Just
it's not.
take it.
No,
'Cause
and
I
well,
think it's a little funny because sometimes these like the young things
I was
will
going
come
to
up.
tell you. That was the story I was
The
going to
first
tell.
time we did this was in Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry,
Oh,
and there was
yes.
this cute little younger couple or young girls that were like behind us and like, oh, can we take your we'll take your picture for you.
We were with
Like-
all of our girlfriends.
And then they took like 7 of them, and finally I just said, give me the camera. It's not going to get any
No,
better.
and they go like this. This is
But I
they
appreciate
take
you
the
trying.
camera and they go like this. They're like, oh, and then they go, I'm gonna take another one. We're like, it's not gonna change. We still look like that.
And that's okay. 'Cause
It is okay. Saves
what
the
the
moment.
moment is.
It saves the moment.
That's right.
Yeah, so what we want to say is you've got to save your memories. And so, we use Shutterfly. So, I mean, you can see that Lisa's actually working. We're actually spending our weekend. We actually dedicate time, not as much as we should,
Yeah.
to saving our memories. We use Shutterfly. You would think that we were getting paid by Shutterfly, but we do not.
So far, we haven't been paid by anybody.
No, we haven't been paid by anybody. But we use Shutterfly. It has its own flaws. There's lots of services out there, but be committed. How are you saving your memories?
In addition to Shutterfly, I use my social book. So anything you post and put as pictures on your Facebook or your Instagram accounts, you can get that printed out for a year or any range of time.
Yeah.
And I also now use chatbooks.
Oh, yes.
And that's
Is that on Facebook?
it's no, that's just off your camera roll.
Okay.
So every month I pick like my top 30 pictures from that month and I just get that one printed out. So
Right.
that's a cool service too. There's a lot out there, but we haven't really those are the 3 that I explore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like that's what when we have lots of tips and tricks too about how to make it easier to save your memories and look back, because we would like to say I'm a little better than you are at coming back from a big explorer.
Because I still have like 6 years to go.
I know. Right. So I did make a commitment to myself that I would try to scrapbook it within a couple months, which sounds like, oh, that's still a long amount of time. But even in those couple months, it's we all think we're going to remember the most fabulous thing we ever did. You will not. It's like, if you can tell me the day your son started walking and the actual date and time, good luck. It's one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
The brain just can't hold on to all that information. So we have some tips on that too. But we really want to say you've got to make a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, set aside some time for yourself. It's a good stress buster. It's fun to relive the memories.
Yes.
We
like to sit and do it together.
I like to journal.
Oh, yes.
I do like to
Yeah,
journal
you
more
do.
so that I have, so even though I may not be able to go and say, oh, this picture's of that particular church or that particular monument or whatever, I can go back into my journals, or I can take my journal and put it with the scrapbook so that the 2 are always together.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we really want you to do is commit to how are you going to save your memories. I'm going to say of what you explore, but also of how you just saving the memories of your family or the people that are close and important to you. And we're going to get in the next session of just some tips.